So for me, that picture, the blue skies, the vibrant sea, and just the very fact of seeing an elephant just gave me so much life. It gave me so much hope. Also, the level of security and like insecurity that people project to you or the media makes it seem, I didn't see that present in the everyday life of the, regardless of how I felt, I was there to document how people that live there felt, and they didn't feel as insecure as the media made it seem. So I saw a lot of hope, I saw joy. I also saw an educational gap for the younger generation, and that's one of the areas that I'm currently thinking about and how I can shed a bit more light on that as well.
From the comfort of our home, working with children is both interesting and challenging for Abimbola, who combines a 9-to-5 banking job with photography.
I actually studied food science and technology from Obafemi Awolowo University, which has no bearing on what I'm doing right now. I enjoy both what I do in the bank and what I do as a photographer. I find both interesting, so I've not had to choose. So if I can have both, why not? It's like having the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Are you a superhero? Super. Clap for Fikumi. Good boy. Clap for Fikumi. Working with children, it's a lot of different things. Number one, you've got to love what you're doing, because it's a lot of patience. Even if you're a children's teacher, you just know children, you need a lot of patience. A lot of creativity as well, because it's fun. They like fun things. They don't like to be constrained. They don't like to be directed. So you want to take them while having fun. And so that's why a lot of the pictures appear funny. For baby photography, it's huge. Props are like major, because they also make it more interesting. There are also things for children to interact with. So you don't just want to put a child somewhere and say, smile. He's not even going to answer you. He's even going to cry and walk off, So you also want to put things that look interesting, things that also create a beautiful scene, and make the picture look more interesting and more fun. Because I don't do this on a full-time basis, I had not seen any reason to go get a full-fledged studio and employ someone and all of that. And also because a number of my clients too, they would rather do their photography on the weekend. Say a mother who goes to work wants her 1-year-old pictures to be captured. So it's very flexible, and I have created some space in my living room such that I can easily move things around and get whatever studio I want.
While some photographers operate on the move, others rule their world from the studios.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good.
It's nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
You come to see us today?
Yes.
Okay.
The session is on?
Yes, we're in the session.
Okay.
And
let me be an observer.
okay, please have your seat.
Thank you.
It depends on what you're trying to focus on. For instance, that what we try to do for our portrait shoot, a lot of people love to go to the studio for their shoot. Some want us to come to the house for the shoot. But we like to have a location where people can come in and see us, and they can experience our studio also. That's why we decided to own a studio. Also, owning a studio have its own financial challenges also. You need to have a high capital outlay. In Nigeria, paying rent is not that easy, and equipping your studio too is not that easy. So you have to believe in yourself and know what you're doing before you can decide to set up a studio. So if you're not so sure about yourself, that if you don't believe in yourself, you don't understand the market, it may not be wise to set up a studio initially, because you may not really make your money back if you set up a studio without understanding the basics of the business. To set up a business is challenging. In Nigeria, it comes to some challenge. Photography also has its own challenge, to understand the market, to break into the market, to get your clients, then to set up. You need the capital, you need the capital, you need the environment to also work. So those are the ways that make exciting. A lot of people like photographers and they like photography. A lot of ladies love photography, and they can't get enough on their phone. They still come to the studio to have more shoots.
for me personally, I almost never shoot studio work because I find it's more posed than than documenting emotions and reality and what's happening. So I think the difference is really what style of what makes you happy, you know, because most photographers you'd find out they don't take pictures just for the money. They take pictures because pictures is what resonates with them, it's what makes them happy. So some people are happy in creating art, you know, getting a stylist, a makeup artist, and all of that. Some of us would just like to go out and document the raw emotions. So it's just two different sides of a coin. It just depends on what side you are on.
So, if you're thinking of coming into photography, you may want to weigh your options and assess your needs.
When I started photography, I bought everything because I didn't know what I was doing. So, you know, when you start up a business, you buy if you hear there's a new lens, you go get it. Bam, boom, boom. But after I went for workshops and I came back, I realized I don't really need all what I've bought. You understand? So what I did was I had to sell some away, and I just held on to my 85mm lens, which I use for portraits, and I had to keep my 100mm lens, which I use for like details, like a cufflink, like a ring and all that of the bride, the shoe. Then I also had to keep my 35mm for my storytelling because it's a wider angle lens. So those are the three lenses I have with a 5D Mark III body. People think if you just buy a camera, I'm a photographer, you need to understand the art. You need to educate yourself. You need to learn from people. Because another thing is, everyone you work with that works around you, like, for example, if I'm shooting a wedding, I can't shoot a wedding by myself. I would probably hire somebody. If I'm working with that person, I'm learning from him. He's learning from me. So it's all about collaboration. Because he might be good in taking portraits. I might be good in storytelling. If I work with him and I join the photo together, it becomes a storm. It becomes a great wedding, and we're excited about shooting together. Then we look forward to working again, and he gets to understand me by the way I think as well. So for me, to just call yourself a photographer, it's a process, and it takes growth. But most people don't want to wait for that growth. Most people want to do it like now. But it's growth. You have to be patient. You have to understand, and you have to train that eyes, because the eye is the most important thing. Training the eyes.